Right, I'm here with another banger as usual, and I'm going to talk about art class. Now, this one's special because I really actually loved art class. Like art class was vibes. It was peak. Like you know what I mean. You didn't have to be too serious when doing art, and also you could just enjoy drawing your stuff. But I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that happened in art class, right? So first of all, obviously, exams were vibes, man. You could just walk up, you could just stand up, walk to anyone's desk, literally have a chat with them while you're drawing. At least in my school, that's how it was, and that was just peak. That was excellent, right? You could be having like math and then English, right? No, not even math and then physics right next to each other, and you're just stressed out, and then you go to art class and it's just chill, it's just vibes. Like art exams were nice. They were one of my favorite exams actually. So yeah, but one of the bad things was that if your drawing was horrible, you will 100% get roasted for it, and not just by strangers, right? It be your own boys trying to roast you like gang, and it's like you could literally be in like the art exam having a pencil in your hand trying to wrestle, right? Like your mind is trying to do this but your hand's doing something else, and it just looks off, and you're really there trying to put in that work, but it just doesn't come out the way you want, and some random youth would just walk up to your desk and stare a little intensely. It's like, whoa, like, what does he want? And you're like, bro, does he think my art is good or bad? Like, what's going on? And then you stare at your artwork again and you're like, yo, this looks horrible. And then he starts laughing at you, bro. And the whole time, like, listen, okay? Listen. At least make fun of my artwork when you can do better. These brothers will have like one of the worst drawings you've ever seen. Now, obviously, there was special cases that I've seen where people who are good at art, they make fun of like people who are bad at art, but that's just bullying. Like that's low-key, that's not better. But like, I'd rather have someone who's good at art, right? Make fun of me, make fun of my art, than someone who generally has horrible, like his art is low-key worse than yours, but he's laughing at you. Like, what's going on? What's going on? So yeah, that's one thing that was annoying. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of the people that stood up and like walked around. I may even have made fun of some artworks, but it's still annoying, right? I still don't like it, even if I did it. But yeah, that's a bit hypocritical, but yeah, it is what it is. And also, I feel like most people didn't really care about art that much. Like nobody really took it that seriously. Now, obviously, there was people who were locked in and they would always care, always ask questions and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna lie, some people just didn't care. Okay, some people literally just didn't care. I also didn't care. Like, to be honest, sometimes I'm just trying to draw. I'm just trying to draw some BS while my mind wanders. Like, I don't care about shading or lighting or them things, you know what I mean? I just want to draw, and I just want to draw whatever I want. But yeah, I wasn't that. For me, it was like 50-50. Like sometimes I cared, sometimes I didn't care. It was like I just didn't care at all the whole time. But some people low-key just didn't care the entire time. They just treated art like a filler episode. They just wanted to skip it, and they just didn't care. I think that's crazy. But yeah, I didn't really care about it the whole time. Like that just wasn't me. And can we just talk about how if you were good at art, you'd low-key get glazed? Like that's the best. Like you were that guy if you were good at art. Now obviously that only lasted for like the art class. And you just go back to being a loser once you're out. Yeah, but you lucky had it if you were good at art, if you were like one of the best, right? But then there'll also be the annoying thing where people would come up to you and be like, can you draw me? Like, no, I cannot draw you. Like, what are you talking about, bro? They be treating you like that. This was AI before AI. They would just walk up to you and be like, can you draw me for like free? Like, yeah, I'm not trying to draw you. Like, ain't nobody trying to draw you. Like, you know what I mean? No, but I'm sure there's like people who appreciate that. Like, if you ask them to draw you, like they're actually excited about drawing you. But most people, trust me, they don't want to draw you, gang. They don't want to draw you, especially like the lower levels. Higher levels is it's maybe different because I'm not gonna lie, I dropped art before the finals because I knew art gets tough. I knew like sixth form, I was not trying to do art. But like yeah, in the lower levels, nobody's trying to draw you, gang. Just accept that. Accept it. Yeah, but unfortunately, nobody came up to me and asked me to draw them. Yeah, that might look at me and I'm bad at art. But like yeah, that's all. That's all I wanted to say. Peace.